Under the glaring night lights of Soldier Field, a seismic shift is about to shake the very foundations of Bears Nation. Head coach Ben Johnson confirmed on Wednesday that rookie quarterback Caleb Williams will take the field against the Buffalo Bills this Sunday. This isn't just an exhibition game. It's a pulse check for a franchise longing for a resurgence. And the air is thick in Chicago, crackling with restless energy. If there was ever a moment when every fan's heart skipped a beat, this is it. Just think, Williams, the presumed future of our offense, will be flinging the ball under the weight of skyrocketing expectations, echoing the legacy of legends like McMahon and Cutler. But wait, there's more. This decision means not only will he step into the spotlight, but also that the starters, including our core heavyweights, plan to extend their playing time, a calculated gamble designed to build chemistry ahead of the season opener. And trust me, we know what's at stake. Those early season jitters could be the difference between roaring glory or humbling defeat. But that's not the part that will split Bears Nation. Can Williams translate the hype into on-field magicianry as he battles one of the league's top defenses? Let's break that down. Caleb has been a force in practice, tearing through defensive lines with a precision that whispers, "I belong here." His meticulous preparation in last week's snapless debut might have put him a step ahead of many, allowing him to orchestrate 70 plays in a gritty practice that feels like a rite of passage. Yet, the real question looms, can he replicate that? Intensity in an arena buzzing with anticipation? Picture this. It's a brisk September evening, tensions boiling, and Williams stands poised in the pocket against the ferocious Bills defense. Reminiscent of the playoff warriors we once celebrated in '06, the clock ticks down, and your breath catches as he releases a laser-like pass. But will it find its mark? This is where it gets dangerous, as the rookie has the potential to either ignite the fan base or leave us aching for better days ahead. But that's just half the equation. Johnson's plan also includes a joint practice against the Bills on Friday, an opportunity for the team to sharpen their blades before the hit of a live game. What could this mean as legacy meets ambition? Imagine the sight. A robust start quelling skeptics, leading us into a renewed playoff chase. A dream echoing the 2018 season when hope flickered bright before dimming too soon. Yes, moments like that define Bears football. And while some might wield doubt like a dagger, the storm is brewing. Johnson is forging trust among players and coaches, a daunting task in a city that demands nothing less than fierce loyalty. Which begs the question, will these growing pains yield progress, or will they haunt us like the ghosts of seasons past? The biggest surprise hasn't even hit yet. So, we find ourselves asking, are you ready to risk another heartbreak if it means watching this team chase glory one more time? It's a challenge to the heart of every fan. Can you stand with your Bears as they stride into the unknown once more? Bears fans, it's time to put your heart on the line. Are you ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with this team as they chase both hope and redemption? As we gear up for this pivotal clash against the Bills, whispers from the locker room are already igniting fierce debates. Did you hear that Williams has been exchanging glances with veterans, soaking in their wisdom like a sponge? This isn't just a game. It's a rite of passage that echoes through the decades of our franchise's glorious past. A time when a young McMahon took the field with the entire Windy City behind him has suddenly morphed into a haunting reminder of what could slip away again. The anticipation builds exponentially. Imagine the Soldier Field crowd, a living, breathing entity, roaring their primal support, just as they did the night we clinched the Super Bowl. But what if the rookie falters? What if the bright lights morph into an overwhelming stage of pressure? This is where things teeter on the edge of exhilaration and despair. Picture it, Williams feeling bullets of wind slicing across his face, a chorus of fans harmonizing his name. But with every second spent navigating that pressure, the looming specter of failure lurks ever closer. Just last week, offensive coordinator Johnson hinted at planning a myriad of complex play options for Williams to showcase his unique skill set. Wayla Hester's electrifying returns that left defenders shaking in their cleats. But will this translate into on-the-field dominance? Here's the twist. If Williams shines brightly under that kind of scrutiny, we could be looking at not just playoffs, but a new era carved in the annals of Bears history. But here's where the season could crack wide open. The lingering subplot of Caleb possibly conflicting with Justin Fields, another highly talented quarterback whose own future hangs ominously in the balance. Can two stars coexist in this tumultuous atmosphere without fracturing the unity so desperately sought in the locker room? As we gear up for that joint practice, tension crackles like static in every inch of Hollis Hall, where the only certainty is uncertainty. Every detail counts. And remember how crucial that preseason practice was to players like Ehrlicher, whose incessant grind turned doubt into defensive tenacity. The depth we're seeing this year could follow suit, igniting a fire reminiscent of the 1985 squad. What happens if our defense cracks under the weight of high expectations, potentially losing precious ground right before the regular season? The air aches with possibility. Meanwhile, the Bears are under the microscope, evaluating trade options that could either bolster the team or set off a frenzy within the fan base. Will a daring move materialize, inciting a fresh wave of energy, reminiscent of the midseason? Trades that turn the tide? Imagine a pivotal update on a blockbuster deal at the trade deadline, revamping our roster and opening the playoff door wider than ever. Every move on the chessboard could be a turning point. There's no uncertainty. In Chicago, just seething anticipation. The lakefront wind beats against the stadium walls as night descends, harboring a sense of impending drama that's as pulse-pounding as a goal line stand in the playoffs. With the spotlight blazing down on Williams against a formidable Bills defense, the air around Soldier Field feels heavier than usual, charged with the kind of electricity you can almost taste. Every fan in the stands, every pair of eyes glued to the screen, knows what's on the line, not just a single win or loss, but a pivotal chapter in Bears history. This isn't just another Sunday game. This is a collision between present reality and future destiny, where the decisions made in the heat of this battle could ripple through the franchise for the next decade. The whispers in the press box, the subtle glances on the sideline, the quiet confidence or creeping doubt in the huddle, all of it is building toward a moment that will define whether Chicago stands proud or suffers yet another gut punch too. The Bears fans, it all comes down to this. Are you ready to put your loyalty on the line for the shot at something truly monumental? Can you risk heartbreak for the slim, shining chance at glory, knowing the fall will hurt more than ever if it slips away? This is the kind of gamble that doesn't just test players, it tests an entire city. Would you pull the trigger on a decision so bold it could shatter old curses and write our names in NFL lore? Or would you hesitate, letting the moment pass and living forever in the shadows of what might have been? Because make no mistake, the Bills are coming in hungry, armed with a defense that thrives on chaos, and if we don't meet that storm head on, they'll take more than a win. They'll take our belief. Think about the stakes. Every snap could swing momentum like a pendulum, every yard gained or lost carving the path toward triumph or regret. This is about more than numbers on a scoreboard. It's about proving we can stand toe-to-toe with one of the league's elite and not flinch. It's about sending a message to every rival that the Bears are not just rebuilding. We are rising. One fearless decision from the front office, one gutsy play call from the sideline, one perfectly executed drive from Williams could be the spark that ignites a decade of dominance. Or, in the cruelest twist of fate, a single misstep could plunge us back into years of what-ifs and almost. The choice is roaring to be made. And it's not just in the hands of the players, it's in the heartbeat of every fan, every voice that refuses to be silent. Engage in the comments below. Let your voice boom across the digital stands. And make sure it resonates as part of this monstrous roar for the ages. Because when history looks back on this Sunday, it won't just remember the score, it will remember whether Chicago stood tall in the face of the storm or let the roar fade into a whisper.